Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back again reviewing Ithonga Hama, a drama. The drama that is revealing or unraveling on Ithonga is just extreme, you all. Extreme, okay? So I'm just gonna take you back on what we're gonna be looking forward to in the next episode. Let's first start by catching up on Friday's episode. It happens that Faith has been feeling guilty, so much guilty about imali eyathathwa uPhinda. Faith has been wanting to come clean kuNtanzi, and confess about le mali eyathathwa uPhinda. But uPhinda has been like, no ma, the time is not right, please don't confess, not now, the timing is not yet right. And Faith somehow decided ukuthi she will go and withdraw all the money that she have in her name just so that she can pay uNtanzi back. But then uPhinda kinda locked Faith inside her room because Faith, she was willing and determined to go and confess kuNtanzi ukuthi hayibona the money has ukonfessa nje ukuthi imali yathathwa uPhinda. And Faith also does say ukuthi as a mom she's willing to take all the blame to herself, to confess that actually it was her idea, this and this happened. But uPhinda, who feels like, he is building a very strong connection and a very strong bond noNtanzi. Now uNtanzi finally sees him as his own son. Cannot risk whatever his mom is planning to do. So therefore, Phinda decided to lock his mom in her room, and her mom is kind of banging on the door, asking and requesting Phinda to let the door open just so that she can go and confess kuNtanzi, And while she's at the door, she does say that, listen, I will tell Ntanzi that it was my idea. I'm the one who stole and took his money. Not knowing that the person who's on the other side of the door, it is Ntanzi himself. So this is how Ntanzi finds out that both Faith and Phinda stole his money. Like, he went crazy. He went from 10 to 100. He was like, I will Faith, what do you mean? What do you mean that you and your son stole my money? Do you remember the day that we first met? You were just a street vendor struggling. Your child was in, and I took you in, welcomed you to my house, treated you like the member of my family, and you have a nerve to steal from me? What, like, honestly, make it make sense. What do you even mean by that, Then uPhinda, uFaith tried to explain herself that, no, listen, Mnomzane, I'm really sorry, and I want to prove to you that I am still trustworthy. You can still trust me. Please, I am very, 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 very sorry, and about, what has transpired. Please forgive me. But uNtanzi is furious, okay? UNtanzi is furious, So uNtanzi will reconcile with his brother uMduduzi, and uMduduzi will learn to know that the person who was behind the money being stolen, it was actually uPhinda and his mom. uMduduzi will be so furious, especially because he suffered so much, and he will then says to his brother uNtanzi that what he wants actually ukuthi uPhinda benomamakhe bafe, that's the punishment that they deserve. At the end of the day, Phinda and Faith, they will try to beg for their life. But we all know, bandla, ukuthi uNtanzi yindoda enjani, like unenhliziyo embi, unonya, once he makes a decision, he doesn't change back from it. But the most shocking thing here that has been revealed by the teasers is that as soon as the punishment is out that Faith Benopinda should suffer and be punished through death, uphinda uzobona ukuthi ayingeke lena ngathi too much ayingangaye, and he will therefore decide to run. Can you believe how selfish Pinda is? Like, he is so selfish. He will decide to run and leave his mom to deal with all these things by herself. Now you will remember that it is Pinda who stole the money. It's not Faith. It was Pinda's idea. Faith was just trying to be a good mom. You know, any mom will cover up for their children. So Faith was really trying to just be a good mom and cover up for her son, Upinda. But now Pinda will run and not even be able to withstand whatever punishment like a man, and rather watch his mom take out a fall for him. For me, that was very disappointing when I find out Upinda will actually run. Like, he started all this mess. I mean, Faith kept on telling him that he's messing with the wrong man. He should not mess with Untanzi. But Upinda was just on it, thinking that he's on top of the game. He's messing with Untanzi. Right? Now he gets caught, and himself again, he is the first one to run and leave Faith to stand the heat all by herself. But unfortunate for Upinda, he is gonna be found, and he is gonna be brought back to justice. I don't know if I should say justice, but we all know the Ntanzis, how they deal with the problems and with the people who betrays them. So when Upinda is finally found, he will reunite with his mom, and the punishment will still be the same. You know, the punishment will still be like, no, Pinda, we have not changed our punishment through what you have done. So one thing that I'm not sure about is Zama's role in this whole thing. We know that Uzama treats Faith like her own mom. You know, Zama and Faith have such a good relationship. So I'm just wondering, because I don't know what the teasers say, will Uzama actually find out what Upinda and Faith has done? And what will Zama say or feel about the punishment that her father has given Faith? Okay, because in a way, it will feel like Uzama is losing a mother all over again when she loses Faith, because Faith has been more than a mother, Uzama, honestly, in Zama's life, you know. And I don't know how close, and I guess this is how we're gonna find out how close the relationship between Uzama and Faith, because I'm just wondering, will Uzama just sit back and watch Faith take all the strains, especially because the punishment is so cruel? And honestly, Faith, I wouldn't say Faith guilty, guys. Like, I wouldn't. I know that she should have come clean. She should have maybe told her son Pinda, Pinda, let me come clean, you know. But again, like I said, I am very much interested Uzama in this whole thinking. How will Uzama deal with Faith having to be eliminated by his own father? Will Uzama allow it, knowing that Uzama doesn't have a mom, and you know, she have been having mama relationship problems, and all this time whenever she needs to vent for relationships or about relationships, vent Faith. So who will she vent to right now that Untanzi has taken out as such a cruel punishment Faith? And will Uzama just sit back, allow her father to eliminate Faith just like that? We'll see on the next week. Now, coming right back to the next storyline, Storyline Sika Membeso. What a crazy mess that is happening between the Dladlas. What a crazy mess. Hi guys, I'm sorry. Before I got cut, I was saying that we have a very crazy storyline, so between the Dladla and the Magwazes. So as we know that the Dladla is supposed to write a list of things that they want from the Magwazes, of which they've done that. They have written the list and they've taken it to the Magwazes. But as soon as they opened the list, the Magwazes were not happy. They were not happy. They were just feeling like the Dladlas are demanding a lot. The things that are written in the list are unreasonable because they wanted sneakers of 20,000 rands. And I'm guessing that's a designer sneaker. Why not, guys? Like, remember, so is a gifting ceremony. And I know, in a way, like, if you just want to go over and above for your in-laws and gifts them expensive gifts, why not? Like, why not? Because I don't know, but according to how I understand it, like, it's your first and last time to ever buy your in-laws gifts, like, you will never ever buy your in-laws gifts, like, unless you have to. But like, remember, so like, it's your first and last time of buying your in-laws gifts. But the way the Magwazas were not having it, they were just like, no, you cannot demand us to buy you a TV. You cannot demand us to buy you a 20,000 sneaker. I think there was also a PlayStation in the list and all these other things. They were just like, nope, we can't, okay? We can't. And I think Uma Khumalo was like, listen, I don't even wear 20,000 sneakers myself. Why would I buy you a 20,000 sneaker? Like, forget it. It's not happening. And I'm just like, okay, but I mean, you may find out that you don't like 20,000 sneakers and your in-laws love 20,000 sneakers. And this is what they would love their gifts to be. What's wrong? Because this is your first and last opportunity. You will never ever get to gift your in-laws ever again. So yeah, that's the big fights between the Dladlas and the Magwazas. Obviously the Dladlas felt disrespected, that the Magwazas do not want to honor their listing and be like, oh no, these people are actually disrespecting us, and how dare they, and because now, guys, it's a lot to this thing, because now the Magwazas are calling the Dladlas amaqola, scammers, kesana, like, no, these people definitely want to call us imali, because why would they just want or why would they do a listing that is so unreasonable? But get the two love bet between Umbali and Uzama. They want the members of ceremony to happen and to go on, and they are just like, listen, we want this members, so okay, we want the members to be a thing, to be done and dusted. We need this members to happen, So when they finally met up, shame, the two love birds, and talk about it, this is when, like, Usanele was just like, now your family, they cannot ask my family to buy them a whole TV. Like, why would we buy a TV? And a 75, no, I don't know whether it was a 75-inch or 85-inch TV, and a 20,000 sneaker and a PlayStation. Why would they want so many and unreasonable things, Then instantly Umbali knew, no, that can't be her father. Like, her father is a very traditional Zulu man. He wouldn't ask for 20,000 sneakers. Like, that wouldn't be him. He would just ask for traditional things. He wouldn't ask for anything above that. So when Bali went back home and told her parents, and then they honestly, all of them, they just instantly knew. The list was written by Ulungelo. Lungelo is Mbali's younger brother. He probably added these things because he needs it himself. He added a PlayStation because he probably needs a PlayStation, and he added a TV because he probably needs a TV in his room. And he added what else? Sneakers, because he probably wants sneakers for himself. And they were just like, hi bona Lungelo, waze wasenza abantu ababi. So now we look like amaqola lapha kwamagaza simply because you wanted to add your own things. Oh, Nkosi yami. Like, I found Lungelo to be so cute. I feel like Kwamina South, if I were to get like an opportunity, to benefit from members, so I would. Why not? I would just add some few things that I need myself. I'm like, oh, please also buy me this, buy me that. Like, I would. I know myself. I would. Especially if you're buying me, I would. Because honestly, I see nothing wrong about it. Like, this is the first and the last chance you will ever be gifted anything. So why not add a little bit extra? Honestly, I find Ulungelo to be so cute that he added those things for himself. Like, why not? Why not? But yeah, it is said that it's caused a bit of a drift and a bit of delay in Membeso. So I'm thinking that the Dladlas will draft the right and the correct list, where they will only add traditional gifting things, things like blankets and you name it. So I'm thinking that those are the things that they will add. But again, now with Umembeso having a potential of going on after the Dladlas writes the correct list, and the Majolas will accept the list. So now the problem here will come with Uzama, because we saw Uzama being like, listen, she's over Usanele, she doesn't care about Usanele anymore, like she's looking for new men, she's ready to move on. But is she really ready to move on? Like, that's a big question. Is she ready to move on? Is she ready to just watch Usanele have Umembeso Nozama, and knowing very well these people are about to get married now? Like, these are closed doors for her and Usanele. Like, is Uzama gonna sit back and really watch Usanele Nombali have a good member? So like, I doubt, and I don't know, because should members go on, something tells me that Uzama will be there to distract Umembeso and cause like a bit of chaos in Umembeso. Like, something really tells me that Uzama will I don't know. What do you all think? Do you think Uzama will accept Uzama is finally over Usanele? I doubt that Uzama is finally over Usanele and is ready to just let Usanele, or to just watch Usanele get married, or having a gifting ceremony of Ulontuzana, a gifting ceremony Kambali, and just not feel anything. I doubt. Also, not only Uzama have a problem, Sanele have a problem as well, because we don't know if Ubanele will not be jealous, because Ubanele also wishes that it was himself, Ben Uzama, who are getting married. So we don't know if Ubanele will not be jealous. Hey, and you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking on the day of Umembeso, Ubanele could actually take over Sanele's body. And if that happens, if Banele takes over Sanele's body, meaning that Ubanele would rather spend time with Uzama than to actually show up for the Membeso ceremony. Hey guys, what do you all think? I suspect there will be drama. at the Membeso ceremony. Anyway, guys, that definitely does bring us to the end of the review. Please do comment down below and tell us your thoughts. Will the Membeso ceremony go on as soon as the Dladlas fix the list? And will there be drama? Will there be drama on the Membeso? And also, Faith Nkosiyambe Noma wakhe, what is their fate? Because at this point we don't know what is their fate, you know. What is their fate? Are they gonna be eliminated or what? Anyway, this definitely does bring us to the end of the review. If you do love and enjoy our reviews, you must give this video a huge thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one when, of course, I am bringing you more reviews. Till then, please do stay blessed.